Don't play with it, don't be dishonest.
Hi guys, welcome to my channel. I haven't posted in literally like a year, so welcome back. Welcome to my channel. If you are new here, thank you for stopping in. I've been missing. I went MIA for a little bit, and that is because I am actually having a baby. Excuse my absence. Also, back here it looks a mess. I'm currently organizing, cleaning out one room, swapping rooms, and doing a whole bunch of stuff. So I just kind of want to go over like my pregnancy and what I find out that people really don't tell you and you have to find out on your own. So I had nobody tell me really, so I'm going to try to tell you what I've experienced. Okay, so I'm going to go through like trimesters and stuff like that. Like, first, how did I find out? So my boyfriend and I actually we kind of planned our baby, so like we just kind of expected it to kind of happen. I don't know. So whenever we found out, it wasn't really like a surprise, but we were still like very shocked that, oh my god, we're really about to have a baby. It's still a crazy, surprising moment. But yeah, so our baby was planned. Okay, so I also want to put the disclaimer in there that I'm completely different than you, and you are completely different from me. So what I say, take with a grain of salt, because you might not even experience this whatsoever, as well as you might have things that you've experienced that I have not gone through. But if anything is different, if you experience anything different, then definitely comment down below, because I still love hearing like all the different possibilities, because I know that this isn't going to be my only child. So I knew that whenever I did get pregnant, I knew right off the bat that I would never have an only child. So yeah, so I would definitely go through this again, no matter if like what my experience is like. So definitely still comment. I would love to hear your story, love to see what you're going through. So just want to put that disclaimer in there that I know that we are completely different and everybody's journey is different. So now let's get into it. Also, my hair's wet, and so it looks a hot mess. But anyways, first trimester. I was so sick. Probably the most sick that I've ever been through, gone through in my entire life. It felt like I constantly just had food poisoning. I didn't want to eat anything. I was so nauseous. If you know what a hangover feels like, I just felt like I was hungover all the time. Couldn't really get out of bed. Oh my gosh, it's making me sick just thinking about it. Literally sick 24/7. Throwing up. I lost about 20 pounds my first trimester. 15 to 20 pounds. So I tried, all I could keep down was protein shakes. So I was at least trying to keep protein in my body. But it was so terrible. Every time I ate, I threw up, and then whenever I was hungry, I threw up. I was just sick all the time. The first trimester was probably, the worst time. I think the sickness probably lasted, until I was 13 weeks. I couldn't work out. I just was was ill all the time. I also, whenever I was 8 weeks pregnant, I also had COVID. So on top of that, on top of being sick all the time, morning sickness. Also, whenever they say morning sickness, just think of all day sickness. There is no just morning. It could be all day. So if you are experiencing morning sickness as all day sickness, yeah, something you think morning sickness, you think, okay, oh, you're gonna wake up sick, whatever. No, it could last all day. Middle of the night, throwing up, yeah, it's terrible. My sister-in-law, however, did give me what's called pregnancy pops. They're like a sour sucker Jolly Rancher type thing. And what they are is it kind of tricks your mind. Something really sour can trick your mind out of being nauseous. It's kind of crazy how science works like that. I do recommend those because they really did help a lot. But yeah, it was just awful. Literally just terrible. Also, another symptom in first trimester, before you actually start showing, before I started showing, I was just bloated all the time and very uncomfortable. And what I thought was like oh, this is a baby bump. No, it's just bloat. Like, you're just bloated 24/7. So that was terrible. The only tips that I can ever give you, obviously, like I said, I'm also not a doctor or nurse. I know nothing about being pregnant other than what I went through. But just try to drink as much water. If you can eat, at least try some protein shakes, that type of thing. But you're going to have to fight through it. I know that sucks. They did tell me, instead of eating like large amounts, like just meals, like instead of trying to eat meals throughout the day, just stick to like just like small snacks throughout the day. So that kind of did help a little bit. But I mean, you honestly, I think I just had to reach a point to where like it just stopped. So second trimester, I actually got like my energy back. I could work out again. I was really starting to get back into the gym. Obviously not doing anything crazy. I don't know what is going on. But obviously not doing anything crazy, not like running or anything like that. I know there's a lot of women that do work out. Even my boyfriend was like, oh my gosh, I see, you know, these pregnant women deadlifting, you know, 200 pounds, whatever. I didn't do that only because, number one, this is my first pregnancy, so I really wanted to make sure I was being smart with my movements and smart with my workouts and stuff like that. So I, in fact, did not go crazy in the gym like that. I just did what I thought was comfortable. It's like the most that I felt during pregnancy, like all the symptoms that I felt, obviously my number one worst symptom was, other than of course the morning sickness, was acid reflux. I have acid reflux that literally started from the very beginning to, I still struggle with it all the time. Like if I get hungry out of nowhere, so much acid. If I eat certain things, of course, acid reflux. If I even just need a sip of water, I have acid reflux, and I wake up with it in the middle of the night, so I have to take Tums. Like, they do say Pepcid works, but for me, Pepcid didn't work really at all. So I just had to take Tums. Like, I think I've already been through like 4 bottles of Tums, and it probably was my number one worst symptom. Also, would love to tell you guys that I never understood pregnancy brain, or what they call pregnancy brain, until literally second trimester, and I cannot think. I have a great memory. I'm not gonna say I'm like, you know, spot on, like the smartest, you know, whatever, but I normally have a great memory and can, you know, think pretty quickly. And now it's like I have fog brain all the time. Like filming this video, you're probably like, girl, like what is going on? Like, what are you like? Yeah. So pregnancy brain is real. So please be patient with anyone that's pregnant around you. If they can't think of something, or if they can't remember what you said, or if they, I don't know. It's honestly the craziest thing. I never really understood it, but of course I was like, you know, understanding, but now I'm like really understanding. Okay, so now I'm gonna get into the 2 big appointments that you will hear about is the glucose test and the 36-week appointment. So first, for the glucose test, it is not that bad. If you search it on TikTok to try to like, oh, like what are people's experiences, there's a lot of people that are dramatic. But like I said, we're not all the same. But the glucose test, as long as, just ask for the glucose drink. Just ask for it cold. Like, I got fruit punch. It was completely fine. You have to drink it within 5 minutes. They keep you for an hour. And literally, that was it. I always had morning appointments just in case, like, I didn't eat before I went. I don't know. So I didn't eat before my glucose test. And I didn't feel dizzy. Some people swear like they're gonna pass out or all that. I did not. Guys, this hair is awful. Also have not gotten my hair done because prenatals grow out your hair and your nails so fast that it's ridiculous. Like, I don't get my nails done. Not wasting money on it, because I swear if I got my nails done, I would be getting a fill-in like every week and a half, and I'm not doing that. My hair definitely needs to be done. Like I said, it's wet right now too, but yeah, I'm tempted to just chop it off before I like have the baby. Just don't have to deal with it in postpartum. Like I could just like, I don't have to worry about blow drying it. Like it's a lot to maintain if it's long. Like anyway, see what I mean? I'm just rambling. So, the glucose test, yeah, is completely fine. Don't even worry about it. Just ask for your drink cold. Like I said, I got fruit punch. I heard orange is good too, but don't listen, everybody. Okay, so another symptom, if you can't tell already, I've been dealing with, like, I can't really breathe as easy. Like, it literally sounds like I, like, am struggling to breathe and I haven't even done anything. I've literally just been sitting here, like, drinking my water and stuff, and I'm out of breath. Like, I don't know. So, that is another thing. It is completely fine. It's just carrying a lot of baby. Also, I am having a girl. Sorry, I didn't disclose that whenever I, in, like, the beginning half of this video. But I am having a girl. I've had no cravings whatsoever. Huge downside. I was so looking for... So, I haven't had any cravings whatsoever, like, at all. No cravings. No weird cravings. No nothing. So, that was kind of disappointing, because I really did want them. And, yeah. So, there's another thing. But, getting back to the appointment, so the 36-week appointment, typically is where they start to see you every single week. They go in and they'll check your cervix. Now, let me tell you, the first time I had my cervix checked was completely fine. Like, I just felt pressure. Like, I didn't have any pain whatsoever. So, it was actually, like, nothing what I had seen on, like, TikTok or, like, Instagram. No, nothing. I left there and I was like, oh, wow, that was it. You know, there, like, wasn't anything crazy. And I was 1 centimeter dilated. So, then at 37 weeks, a week later, I went back, had my cervix checked again, hurt really bad. I had a different doctor, actually hurt. So then I saw, okay, this is what people were talking about. So it did hurt. I was then 3, almost 4 centimeters dilated. So I was like, wow, okay. You know, like you hear women, like they stay dilated for like at 1 centimeter for weeks. And whenever I had went back, I was almost 4. So, them also checking your cervix can make you dilate more, is what I was told. But, yeah, but it did hurt really bad. And it was very uncomfortable for, like, the next 2 hours, 3 hours after the appointment. So, don't jump the gun and think anything's wrong, anything like that. Apparently, that's completely normal. So, then I went to my 38-week appointment, was actually 2 days ago. And they checked again, of course, and again it hurt pretty bad, and she goes, okay, so you're actually 5 centimeters. And she was like, if you feel anything today, go ahead and just go to the hospital. I'll keep you. I was like, okay, whatever. So I did feel contractions after that appointment, and I also had like some spotting, which apparently is completely normal. So again, them doing the cervix checks can make you spot, so don't think anything is wrong or anything like that. See, I'm out of breath. Oh my gosh. I went home. I was having contractions, and I want the epidural. Again, I do respect your belief. I want the epidural. I know at 8 centimeters, they won't give you the epidural after that. So if I was already 5 and I'm like, you know, kind of dilating pretty quickly, whatever, I was like, okay, if I feel a contraction, I am going, because I don't want to get to the point to where I am dilated enough and they don't give me the epidural. Like, biggest fear, that's been my fear since day 1 of even finding out that I was pregnant. So I was like, okay, I'm having contractions, I'm going to go. So then I went to the maternity triage, labor and delivery triage, whatever. And the nurse checked me and she goes, well, you're actually like 3.5 centimeters. And I was like, oh, great. She's like, well, the doctor's going to come in and check you in about an hour. So then he came in and checked me, different doctor than what I had from that morning. And he was a doctor on call. He was like, yeah, you're only about 4. And I'm like, great. So my next appointment is April 3rd. So he was like, well, I doubt that you're gonna make it until then. Like, if your water breaks or if you start having contractions, you know, then come back. But, you know, whatever. So far, nothing. But I can tell you, I'm very nervous for the delivery aspect. Obviously, I know women do this all the time. But me going through this for the first time, of course, I am nervous. But apparently everything looks healthy, everything looks great, so I'm trying to keep, you know, good spirits about it. But I mean, it is still kind of nerve-wracking because it's something you've never done before. My due date's April 7th, but they do think that I'm going to come a lot sooner, which they did already tell me at 36 weeks that if I were to have her then, like, everything is completely normal. She looks perfect, heartbeat perfect, size perfect. So if I were to even have her at 36 weeks or 37 weeks, that everything looked great. My nursery is almost finished, but I'm gonna do a separate video on that just because I'm in love with her nursery. I love it so much. So that definitely will be a different video. But if you guys do have any questions, definitely ask. Or yeah, but it is definitely a scary time, so don't feel like you have to TikTok things and, you know, try to go research things on your own, just because there are some scary things out there. So always ask your doctor, always feel comfortable advocating for yourself. And yeah, there are some scary things out there, so don't jump the gun and just like freak out. Don't do that, because it's very easy to do. Like, I've done it so many times. Also, another thing that people don't tell you about is stretch marks. So stretch marks are actually hereditary. I learned that because in the beginning I was very, very like OCD about putting like oils on. I have the bio oil. I have my mother-in-law, she makes body butter, so I was like putting on body butter all the time, putting on oil, always moisturizing like as soon as I got out of the shower. I also have a shower oil that I use, which love it. I'll put it up here. Absolutely love it. And then out of nowhere, like, I still saw that I was getting stretch marks, and I was like, I'm doing everything that I can because I did not want them. And doctor, yeah, she's like, they're hereditary. So if your mom had stretch marks, anything like that, you definitely are more prone. No matter what you do, you still can get them. And I do have stretch marks, so it is what it is. First, I was kind of upset because I didn't understand, but I mean, I do have to understand that I am growing a human, so I kind of don't really care if I have a couple stretch marks. There are ways to get rid of them. Oh, your prenatal. So I hear a lot of women, they're like, oh, prenatals make me sick. I just take my prenatal every night because I am not good with eating like first thing whenever I wake up to take a prenatal. And I definitely do not remember whenever I'm eating lunch to take a prenatal. So I put mine on my nightstand. And so every single night I remember to take it. And it just became a habit. So yeah, it's another thing. So I try to be very grateful for the pregnancy that I have gone through. Even though there was a lot of sickness. Just because my body obviously is like, hey, what are you doing? We don't know what this function is right now. Like, that we've never done this before. But even through all the sickness and everything that I've gone through, still very, very grateful to have the pregnancy that I did. So yeah, but if you have any troubles, I feel for you. Comment. I would love to hear your story as well. Just hang in there. It is a beautiful process. It is a struggle. Like, sleeping sucks. Everything, I know, like, there's gonna be moments to where you're like, gosh, do I really want to do this again? Like, you know, like, what did I get myself into? But it is beautiful. It's amazing that we can even do this. A lot of women can't. So I don't take it for granted. And yeah, you just hang in there. You got it. Yeah. If you have any questions, like I said, I am definitely not licensed to answer anything. I only go off of my own experience, so I will reply to comments, but I don't know anything other than my own body. So, but just know, just hang in there. You got it. You are a strong woman. You're already building a human, so just keep that in mind, that you are growing a human inside of you. And thank you guys so much for watching. There will be a nursery like haul, that type of thing, because I found a lot of things for cheap, and it's just that room is just beautiful. I love just going in there and sitting in there. I'll show you guys some stuff that we got from our baby shower that close friends and family got us, that type of stuff. So that will definitely be another video. I'm going to try to stay consistent, but I could not sit in front of a camera and just film. I barely could do it today just because I sound like I'm out of breath and my brain is scatterbrained. So I'm thankful if you actually bared with me today. So thank you guys, and I really appreciate it, and I will be back soon with another video. But as for now, just good luck and just hang in there, and I hope anything that I said helped you out. I really do. Just know that you're not alone. There's a lot of women going through this, and thank you guys so much. I'll see you soon.